the most magnificent. Respected teachers and my dear fellows, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today on the topic on which I have to deliver my speech is the Savior of mankind. Dear fellows, the Arab possessed a remarkable memory and were an eloquent people. Their eloquence and memory found expression in their poetry. Every year, a fair was held for poetical competition at Ukaz. It is narrated that Hamas said to Caliph Walid bin Yazid that I can recite to you for each letter of the alphabet 100 long poems, without taking into account short pieces, and all of that was composed exclusively by poets before the promulgation of Islam. It is no small wonder that Allah Almighty chose Arabic language for His final dispensation and the preservation of His words. In the 5th and 6th century, mankind stood on verge of toil. It seemed that the civilization, which has taken 4,000 years to grow, has started crumbling. At this point in time, Allah raised a Rasul among themselves, who lifted humanity from ignorance to the light of faith. When Hazrat Muhammad was 28 years of age, he spent most of his time in solitude and meditation. In the cave of Hira, he used to retire with food and water and spend days and weeks in the remembrance of Allah Almighty. The period of waiting had come to a close. His heart was overflowing with profound compassion of humanity. He had a pressing urge to eradicate wrong beliefs, social evils, cruelty and injustice. The moment had arrived when he was restored with Nabuwwat. One day, when he was in the cave of Hira, Hazrat Jibreel Islam came and conveyed to him the message of Allah Almighty. Iqra' bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. Read in the name of Allah who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Read, and the Lord is most beautiful, who taught the use of the pen, taught man that which he knew not. The revelation of divine message which continued for the next 23 years had begun, and Rasulullah ﷺ had arisen to proclaim the oneness of Allah and the unity of mankind. His mission was to destroy the nexus of superstition, ignorance and disbelief, and set up a novel conception of life and lead the mankind to the light of faith and divine bliss. Since this belief was threatening their dominance in the society, the pagan Arabs started to mount pressure on the Rasulullah ﷺ and his followers. They wanted them to renounce their cause and take to idol worshipping. On one occasion, they sent a delegation to the Rasul's kind and caring uncle Abu Talib. They told him to restrain the Rasulullah ﷺ from preaching Allah's almighty message. Finding himself in dilemma, he sent for his nephew and explained to him the situation. The Rasulullah ﷺ responded with these memorable words: My dear uncle, if they put the sun in my left, the sun in my right, and the moon in my left, even then I shall not abandon the proclamation of oneness of Allah. I shall set up the true faith upon the earth or perish in the attempt. Such a thought transformation of man in society owes to the Rasul's deep faith in Allah Almighty, to the love for humanity. Indeed, his life is a perfect model to follow. In a reply to a question, Hazrat Aisha said, his moral and character are an embodiment of the Holy Quran. The final words about the Savior of mankind in the Holy Quran is, Ya ayyuhan Nabi, inna arsalnaka shahidan wa mubashiran wa nadhira wa da'iyan ila Allah bi'iznihi wa sirajan munira. O Nabi, surely we have sent you as a witness and as a bearer of good news and as a warner and as the one inviting to Allah by His permission and as a light-giving torch. Dear friends, we should follow the life of the Rasulullah ﷺ so that we may achieve every success in every field of life. Thank you.